boss challenges. I don't think they need any introduction in the art community at this point. I did one in my previous video where I only did one character and teased a little bit about a part 2 where I would give him some friends and some lore. And here we are! Welcome, esteemed guests, to part 2. Okay, let's see how it goes. Gender will be a girl. I'll take everything first, just like last time. I'll take everything first and then I'll start sketching the character with a better idea of their personality and stuff. Up. What is this? I generally don't know. Are those veins or are those like cat stripes? Just to figure out. This one is cute. I like this one. Purple. Very anime. Very normal girly eyes. That's fine. That's fine. This is good actually. Red. Oh, this can be good with the purple hair. Nice smile. That's good too. Quotes. And that's also pretty good. I think we have it, right? Yeah, we're done. And please welcome in our first character of the day. Gentle reminder that you can suggest names in the comment section for every single one of them, including the one from the previous video because I forgot to suggest that there. Also, since I'm already building this from an existing character, I did some slight tweaks to the results I got, just to keep things on theme. So the details on the skin I didn't know what to do with got turned into my veins idea to keep up with this sci-fi theme. And I made her kind of like a mix between a doctor and a scientist. Because androids, they must have a different type of scientist taking care of them, so I feel like this would be fitting. The rest of the design went pretty well. I got a bunch of reds and pinks/purples, so I kind of tinted everything, and by everything I mean the sweater, to look more pinkish, to make it more cohesive. I think it looks pretty fun. As for the shading, I have an announcement. I have abandoned the multiply layer. All of these were picked by hand, and at this point I don't really know if it really makes a difference or not, but I like the result of this piece, so maybe having control over your colors really is a good thing. Who would have guessed? Is it lore time? I think it's lore time. Our story takes place in a sci-fi world, where the humans and sentient androids coexisting peacefully is a common sight, at least until recently. Our girl and main protagonist worked at a facility focused on building and repairing androids, and has been tasked with fixing a specific one who had a grave problem with the system. So much so that a temporary removal of his conscience from the main server was necessary to get the job done. She was competent, and the process went smoothly. They left the quote-unquote surgery room, only to find the facility completely thrashed. The emergency and backup lights were the only ones illuminating the corridor, and perhaps the most worrying part, the busy yet lively atmosphere was completely silent. With little need for investigation, they found out that all the AI-powered machines had gone rogue, except for the one on the scientist side. She deduced that a virus had been launched through the main server during the time he was out of it, perhaps the luckiest setback he could have had. Not surprisingly, the main server room was completely destroyed, just like the others. From then on, they wandered through the world, looking for allies and some kind of functional programming device to begin research for a solution for the virus. But no luck yet. For that to even be possible, they would have to find some kind of device who wasn't already powered by AI, which is very old for their time. They would need to find some place or someone who was stubborn enough to have never used this kind of technology in their time. And that, my friends, is character 2. Let's do another one. We're doing 2 this episode. So I kinda just paused it to start recording and I got a guy, so let's just go with that. Next. Okay, darker, more reddish skin, we like that. Unamused eyes, okay. Pink eyes. We have a little sharp tooth with it. Again, a more closed off expression. It makes sense with the eyes. Again, works with the eyes, works with the expression. Blonde. I think we're just making another... No, but... I was about to say we're gonna make another robot, but maybe not. I'll think of something. Oh no! Can I redo? Can I redo? I can't. Can I? I can't. I'm stuck. No. No, it's the end. I hate this. Everything was going so well. It would have made so much sense. But here we are. I guess I can't run away from my responsibility, can I? You know how pause challenges are. You can't cheat and get a good result. They don't let you do that. It's prohibited. For the scene, I wanted to make him like open the door for our main characters. We just found out he has an old computer. But it was looking kinda weird, so I just scrapped it. There isn't really much to talk about his design. I followed the prompts pretty closely. Just like the girl, I changed the expression a little bit, so instead of unamused, he just looks angry and skeptical. So I might as well explain why that is and keep the lore going. You see, our main characters wanted someone who would dislike AI so much that they would rather use a years-old computer instead of simply accepting that it's a reality in their timeline. And so they did. And that's exactly the problem. He would not want to cooperate. He does not like AI, and when this whole Android apocalypse happened, he just saw this as him being proven right. So what did he do? He moved out of his house, found one of the biggest, most rich-looking abandoned farms, and he just stayed there, planting his own food and living by himself without having to deal with any of the crap that's happening in the outside world. The plan works for a while, but then someone knocks on the door. For the first time in what seemed like months. After a lot of negotiation, mostly made by the girl because he wouldn't trust the android, he decides to land the computer and even go to the supposed bunker they made with allies and stuff like that. He would never admit it, but he did kinda miss his old life with everyone else complaining about how weird he was. In the end, he didn't really like being proven right, especially not this way. The process has begun on finding a cure, and they would soon go back to their old lives, even if it's a little after that. Hey, thank you so much for staying until the end! Experimenting with this little storytelling format was pretty fun, though I don't know if I'll do it again. This is just my obligatory YouTuber moment where I ask you to like the video and subscribe if you want. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you're listening to me until now, I'm pretty confident you did. Leave a comment with a robot emoji to confuse the people who didn't stay until this point, and until we meet again.